the rain is finally tapering off in the Texas Hill Country after floodwaters pounded the region yesterday. 2 people were killed after days of heavy rain caused some parts of the Guadalupe River to rise more than 30 feet. More than 200 people were rescued from high water, many of them stuck in their homes or cars. One of the hardest hit areas is in Uvalde County, where residents were urged to evacuate as several homes were swept away along the Guadalupe River in Kerr County, where more than 100 people died in flash flooding last year. New warning sirens are being credited with saving lives during this storm. Meteorologist Josh Johns joining us from Kerrville with more on how things are looking today. Josh.
Hey, Eden, we are actually in Kerrville right now. Earlier, we were on the Guadalupe River. Now we're on a little small creek that feeds into it called Town Creek, and this runs about 10 miles from just north of Kerrville through town down to the Guadalupe River. But the Guadalupe River was rolling so fast that that water could not empty efficiently. And so this creek filled up, and you could tell right there the typical creek bed. It's down to about that level now, but it was able to surpass that, come out of its banks, and get up as high as that car over there in the distance that we showed you on the post earlier. You can tell the grass has gotten in there. There's a chunk of an RV that's to the left of us there, and then down closer to the creek, that's where you could tell that the concrete has been washed out. You can see the chunks of concrete there from the water that came through. And again, this is because up to 15 and even higher amount, 15 inches, flowed or rained in this area and had to rush somewhere. There's also a crane down there. We're not sure if that's the crane that was part of the barge that hit the bridge in town, but certainly a crane there. It may be cleaning up debris, but you can just see that swath of debris that's down there. The water also rushed so fast that these businesses across the street behind me, it got into these businesses. There's a sporting goods store there, or a fitness store that you can see those people standing outside of. There's a Gibson's discount store on the right of the road there that the water got into as well. So it exceeded well out of its banks here in Kerrville. And again, this is upstream from downtown. I do want to pan to the left because earlier as we came up, we witnessed some residents trying to rescue a kitten in this area. We attempted to help a little bit. And I do want to show that the cat was reunited. And our photojournalist Mark got it on tape here. If we have that video, you could see this poor kitten that may have been stranded by the floodwaters that came through here. Very scared kitten, shaking there, but thankfully they were able to rescue it. They passed it on to Kerrville Pets Alive, and it all came to a happy ending. So it looks like that cat will be in good shape. Some of the folks trying to rescue it, though, actually live in the house next to where I showed you there. And it's been in their family for 100 years or so. They've been in it for a long time, and they said water has not gotten this high since 1932. So it exceeded the July 4th by a few feet. July 4th, it came out of its banks, but not all the way up as far as it did. It actually extended it by about 15 feet inland off the banks, and then it's also has not reached this level since 1932. So you're talking about flooding that many folks living here in Kerrville have never seen, at least in the city. Now, I know the Guadalupe River did not exceed the level of the July 4th flooding, at least in Kerrville. Downstream towards Comfort and towards Center Point it did as well. We also talked to a resident that was up in a campground a few miles outside of town along the Goat Creek. We're going to try to head up there as we go through the day and get some images there because multiple trailers were washed away. And it was a similar story to this, where it's a creek that cannot handle the amount of water that came through. Even though it's all gone through the river and we've seen it come down, we're continuing to see the debris continue to show up. So still a lot of cleanup to go here. And that's not even to mention what's happening in Uvalde as more rain fell upstream from there overnight. So unfortunately, a long ways for folks here in the Texas Hill Country to go. But that's what it looks like here in Kerrville right now. Josh Johns, Fox 4 News.
Since 1932. My goodness. All right, Josh Johns reporting for us in Kerrville. Thanks so much, Josh.